You know,
How are you? So, to reiterate what Your Excellencies had already said about her, she's just amazing. And she too tries to kill me with fudge, which I don't care, I like it. I die tomorrow eating her fudge, it's a good day. She not only makes great fudge, she steps up whenever we need her. She has stepped up for Ered Sul so many times with X-checking. Nobody wants to do that job, but she does. And for that, we love her and we thank her.
it's a lonely gig.
It is a lonely gig.
Let me know to all that we, Robert and Colpina, Baron and Baroness of the Barony of Ered Sul, do with much appreciation bestow upon Masala, Al-Rakasa, our reward of the Order of the Mountain Flame, for sharing her dedication, skills, and service with the Barony. Your special efforts resonate throughout the Northlands, and you have our love and gratitude. Done this first day of December, ASLIII. Also known as 2018 in the Common Era. Illumination done by Soleil at Bruta. For those who don't know, the Mountain Flame is a word designed specifically for members outside of the Barony of Ered Sul who offer their support to the Barony. Thank you very much. Three cheers for this newest member of the Order of the Mountain Flame. Hip hip.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
You can do it, Governor, one more time.
Hip hip.
Huzzah! Thank you.
This hereby recesses the court of Robert and Colpina, Baron and Baroness of Ered Sul.
It's an opportunity for us to come together and share story and song. This is the moment when the sun shines its very least. And we pray to whatever gods we hold here, that it's going to rise again tomorrow. Here in the north, our prayers take the form of story and song. And since I am no purveyor of song, if you've ever heard me sing, you'd regret it. Since I am no purveyor of song, I bring you bards who are. First, from the north, here in the heart of Windale, I give you Casamigos.
Hello, as he said, I am Castor the Dog Stuff of Clanran Saka. And I would like to share a song with you. I will also share this is my first time performing at an NCA event.
Oh, sorry. No, movie. I'm recording.
Little turtle dove. I already sing that. I see the woodpecker sitting on a fence. Sunset courted a handsome wench. She got scared of coming.
No.
You have been warned. Bardic will commence during your feast. However, you have a few moments to catch up with friends. I know you haven't seen them in a while. So please, you will be accosted again when you least expect it. So go back to eating for the moment. But I am my eye on yours. Oh, no. So, you're arguable and so's your face. Anyway, in the north, we have beautiful as well as skilled artisans. And tonight, I'm going to beg you to take a moment, quietly enjoy the wonderful meal that has been laid for you. Jesus Christ, it's out there now, roasted the entire day. So, you should have things to do in your house for at least the next few moments. We're going to bring our next part forward. Murphy Common, Ered Sul. an acre of land between the shore and the sea strand, and you have to plow it all over with just a goat's horn. If y'all can solve that riddle by the end of the night, bring it to me. I swear to Christ, it'll make you go your wife. So, you are now invited to return to your previously scheduled meal, and in 5 to 7 minutes, when you least expect it, Malcolm the Bold will sneak up on you again. So, there's a sweet course coming. Step number 2, I could not possibly MC a Bardic showcase in which I did not showcase. So, you are subjected to what comes next. Your Excellency, how are you? Very well. How are you? I am fantastic. I'm feeling the storytelling mood, Your Excellency. With your disposition, I would like to share a tale with you. All right then, by His Excellency, the man. My name is Ered Sul, Master of the Laurel, and I'm a bard on the second. Now, a few things need to be observed. First off, the fact that you have all traveled far and wide, so if you decide to talk during my performance, I won't consider it an insult. The second thing is, if I decide to step in your soup during my performance, I will not consider it an insult. So, you have been to the war. This story is about a musical instrument. It's a fiddle. Now see, the fiddle came to Holland from the hands of old Yule, as it had come to Yule from the hands of old Drake. It was always a gift from master to most deserving pupil. And the fiddle was a fine and princely thing. It was made of white ash wood and silver trimmings, with brass pegs that looked like the twilight sun on a freshly fallen snowbank. Now Colin loved nothing more than to play the fiddle. At gatherings and events, at cavings and festivals, people would ask, will Colin be here to play? At funerals and somber occasions, people would ask, will Colin be here to send off the dead? Now Colin played his instrument. That's not a euphemism. Colin played his instrument wherever he could. But his favorite thing to do was to go to music days. These events known as caves. And it was just such an event he heard of. In the lands of Duke Gregory, far to the north, Duke Gregory was calling together all the greatest musicians in the land. And so Colin went. He was a poor man, and he travelled by wagon back. But he took with him his princely instrument of white ash wood and silver trimmings with brass pegs that looked like the twilight sun on a freshly fallen snowbank. And when his turn came to play, Colin played. But first he drew the bow across the strings. It issued forth a sigh, a remembrance of times long forgotten. When next the bow traversed the strings, it was celebration. The fiddle spoke of a love found, of a match made. And when Colin closed the song, it was a bittersweet note. The fiddle spoke of love once found, but now lost, but ne'er forgotten. In the hall of Duke Gregory, a hall much like this, Colin stole the breath from the gathered assemblage. And no one clapped louder or longer than the Duke himself. Now Duke Gregory told Colin, congratulations, fiddler, you have won my award. You will teach me how to play the fiddle. That is your ornament. Well, Colin thought about this and said, Your Grace, I cannot exactly tell you no, so I suppose, Your Grace, being as Your Grace has a rank, Your Grace, and station, Your Grace, I'll teach you how to play the down fiddle. Well, Colin agreed that he would teach the Duke how to play the fiddle. He says, I will teach you everything I know of riddles, of tempo, of timing, of tune. And so it was that Colin was taken prisoner. Just, he was given a beautiful apartment. It had vast high ceilings and wonderful views, but he was not allowed to leave, lest he had permission. And so it was, for a period of 3 to 5 months, the Duke would come to Colin's room every day, and Colin would teach him how to play the fiddle. At the end of 5 months, the Duke could issue nothing more from the fiddle than the screechings of a dying cat. Therefore, the Duke decided the fiddler should be held accountable. And so it was that 5 months after Colin was taken prisoner, this masterful fiddler was called before a Duke of the Hall. There he knelt, in the very same place where he brought tears to the eyes of the listeners. And the Duke told him, I have demanded that you teach me the fiddle. And yet, when I draw the bow across the strings, no music issues forth. There is nothing but the hissings and moanings of a dying cat. And Colin tells the Duke, Your Grace, I have taught you everything I know. Everything I know. About tempo and pace, about timing and tune. I have nothing left to teach you. And so Duke Gregory took that fine white fiddle from Colin, and he says to him, either you teach me what it is you know, I will destroy this institution. And so Colin repeated himself, I taught you everything. Everything I know. Your Grace and begged. I have taught you everything that the formula of music involves. I cannot help you any farther. The Duke, discouraged, took Colin's fiddle, this beautiful thing of white ash wood, of silver trimmings, with brass pegs that looked like the twilight sun on a freshly fallen snowbank, and in a fit of rage, he dashed them on the floor. A masterwork instrument, destroyed, never to be seen again. No. Because the Duke was cruel, as is His Excellency, he had forward another instrument brought. His servants from the back brought forth a new fiddle for the master fiddler. And it was an ugly thing, black, made of steel, with strings of lead. A horrible instrument. And it was cast at the fiddler's feet. And Duke Gregory, much like His Excellency would have, said, play me a tune, fiddler. And so Colin took up this heavy, leaden instrument. And he drew the bow across the strings, and it made an ungodly, discordant sound. And the Duke began to laugh. And the next note issued forth from the fiddle, and it was horrible, but not unbearable, and the Duke laughed more. And then came the next note, and it was sweet, in a bittersweet way. And before long, the fiddle sang. It told a story of a love poem, of a pairing men, of a love lost, but not of sadness. A bittersweet story of love coming back. And at the height of the song, This black iron wheel, leaden strings, looked as though it were made of fine white ash, with silver trimmings. Brass pegs that looked like the twilight sun reflecting upon the snow. And when the fiddler had finished, he laid the hideous black instrument at the feet of the Duke and said, "Now, your Grace, I teach you the final lesson. The music comes from within. I can teach you everything I know of rhythm and pace, of tempo and tune, but until you make this instrument something beautiful, it shall forever be one." Now, you might think that I've made this story up, that I've invented a story of a magic fiddle and a magic fiddler. And you might say, "Bob, where did you hear this?" No one's paying attention to it. So you may say, "Bob, when did you hear this?" Good. I heard this story from Duke Gregory. When I asked him, "Where did you get such a wonderful fiddle?" And he told me, "This fiddle came to my hands from the hands of Colin, as it had come to Colin from the hands of Old Trey. Always as a gift from master to most deserving junior." Lords and ladies, gents all, your excellency, thank you so much. My name is Master Malcolm the Bold, and I am a bard. The town of Red Sector. I hope you enjoyed this round.
That's what that brown stuff is. Mike's little fancy fork. Okay.
That we've looked at and said, man, that doesn't look that appealing. And then we bitten into it and thought, Jesus Christ, that was wonderful. So, in that spirit, I'm bringing you Bardic dessert. In the form of an individual who we might not at first blush think, this guy's going to be amazing, but if we give him a chance, it's going to glue us all to the very core. I give you none other than the man of the mountain, the hidden gem of the north, one Bruce.
It's my house. Our kings are
There's this chair. I'm Irish. I don't do drinks this chair. You had a lot. I'm Irish and half Jewish. So you really had a lot to do. Alan, I'd like to sing a song. I don't know how old it is, but my mother and grandmother lived in Belfast, Ireland. I'm not a great singer, but here goes. I sat in the valley. I sat with my true love, and on my heart rose between the old love and the new love. The older, the new that made me call I live here. Well, talk the wind down but harder still to bear the shame of so I stand alone out of California.
We were just from the deliveries.
Was that I kissed away her tears? When you are ears that take shot from out the wild outside, like my thoughts were just dead. In life's young spring so early, and on my chest in blood tonight, while I was off the streets alone. But blood for blood without remorse, I came through the hollow, and then I drew the big old horse, where I and all my life I'll wander through night and morning early, with aching hearts and air Of the Republic, Northern Aiden Bell!
Huzzah!
Super happy So, what do you think of it? Maybe there's one left. First up, I promise you, this brings close to this test of the emergency bar test. But before I close this bar test, I would like to remind everyone that there is a very of all people. I, Ered Sul, and I, on behalf of the Bards, first up, let's hear from Casimira. It's super cool, right? When I start this, and everybody's all lackluster and straight today. Like, woo! All that stuff. So, again, Casimira! Ered Sul! Mr. Legolas is Lord! And the Rooster! Again, I love you all, and I wish you the best of viewers. Thank you for sharing yours with me.
Today, hip hip.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Dyslexic clapping.
I'd like to thank all of you for showing us such a wonderful time. We get the smalls and
I'm trying to find Ange. I'm sorry.
we would also really like to thank all these amazing servers that we had today. They did an outstanding job, and we want to recognize them for their service today also. Good work.
Great cheers for the youth of Angel. Hip hip.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Our last bit before you go home.
Last week, y'all!
The last people that are excellencies would like to call before them are members of the Yule Planning Committee. Those who have came before earlier today heard them discuss that Yule this year was planned as a group to help teach and foster holding events, being an autocrat, and running teams. So they would like to see before them Lady Una, Lady Aisha, Lady Kira, Lady Fatina, I'm sorry, what's your name? Lady Iris,
We're very informal right now.
You're informal right now. You're informal.
Lady
Of course I am. I have a beard.
Lady Elizabeth Redford, and Lady Diamanda, thank you. And me, Mr. Thomas.
Their Excellency has pointed out that I have a knee to sit on, so.
And also, Lady Cora.
Now I just feel abused if I don't have one.
Right there.
So these scrolls were all done by the tribes of Lindale and Ered Sul.
Sylvia at Rusa?
And these are to say thank you for everything you have done and each in your own ways. Like
They all done
you
by
for
Sylvia
your
Everett.
artistry. And we want to say thank you for everything you have done for us today and put on an amazing event. We want to make sure that you can go forward and do good things.
So one thing about these scrolls, every one of them has a Krampus on them. And they're all different. So there's not like somebody ran the street through a Xerox or anything. Every one of these were done lovingly by all the scribes.
Lovingly with hate. So man, right with the you're the northern scribe. Whether you like it or not, you've done that to yourself.
What is that?
Okay, look at me. Smile. 3, 2, 1.
Here she comes.
Look harder.
Drag her out here.
Forcefully removed.
Well, forcefully is a strong word. Sometimes it's no wishful talking. Sometimes these things happen.
Thank you very much, Shrimp. David, I need to walk in front of you.
Yeah.
Three cheers.
So does everybody else.
That's wonderful.
Huzzah! Huzzah!